Here's something you may have never heard before, but you really need to think about. Because let's say you become an entrepreneur, and let's say you start a business where you provide services or you provide a particular product. And somebody's going to be your first client, and somebody's going to be your most established client, and then somebody's going to be your most faithful client, and somebody's going to be possibly a rambunctious, annoying client. That's kind of what happens. But here's a challenge that many entrepreneurs don't want to talk about because we try to be nice and believe it's all about customer service. Here's something you need to realize. There are going to be people that won't care if it's your first day or your 15,000th day. They're going to have their own perspective on what's happening, and they're going to want perfect service. They're going to want the food to be just right. They're going to want the way you clean or whatever you offer to be perfect and everybody's satisfied. And there are going to be people who are going to find a way to nitpick and will want a refund or want to complain and want to give you a bad review because that's just who they are. And they'll think they're doing it for the greater good, but in reality, they're doing it because it's an example and an expression of who they are. But here's the part that we don't talk about. Entrepreneurs, those negative reviews and those bad experiences, even though you're learning and getting better at your craft, they sometimes will determine if you keep going or not. And I want to encourage you, keep going. Everybody won't be an a-hole. Everybody won't be that foolish, and everybody won't be that useless, because the individuals that are actually complaining could never do what you do in a million years. They can't cook like you, they can't clean like you, they can't serve you like you, they can't create like you. But I want to encourage you and tell you, yes, you may have been learning and you may have failed miserably even in your own estimation, but that does not mean you should give up on yourself. Please hear me good. Don't let those negative clients and negative people make you doubt what you've been made and created to do. Most of those people are miserable, and they respond in miserable ways. They're really not responding to what happened. They're responding to the way in which their life has gone, and now they're expressing this. How do I know that? Because here's the reality. If they wanted you to do better, they would do everything possible to encourage you, to push you, to tell you, let's help this, that, and the third, versus trying to destroy you. That's something that we have to take into mind for being entrepreneurs, because we will need clients to be gracious, patient with us as we learn our craft. Because hear me, everybody doesn't start off with $1 billion company. Sometimes we started in garages like Jeff Bezos, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to do this and make this meaningful. So be encouraged and know that, trust me, sometimes people are just useless and mean.